Pride.
Familia.
Community.
Esperanza.
Hope.
Comunidad.
Family.
We are Jefferson. From our studios in beautiful downtown Jefferson, please welcome your host, Christopher Shaw.
Hello, and welcome back to Jefferson Connected. So there's some good news this week on the local COVID front. Numbers are improving in the area, and Marion County is finally moving from the extreme risk category and into the high risk category. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm glad to hear the numbers are improving as we move closer to in-person school. Let's hope this trend continues as vaccines continue rolling out across the country, because I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm really ready for some less historical times. I'm really hoping that years from now, when I look back at 2022, I'm saying, wow, 2022 was really boring. Nothing happened at all. Well, while I daydream about quieter times, here in the real world, I and everyone else in Jefferson is frantically running around trying to get everything ready for kids to return on March 8th. And with in-person school just around the corner, today we are checking in with Scott Jantzi, the middle school principal, to find out about the preparations and let you know what to expect. Hi Scott, so how long have you been the principal and worked here at Jefferson?
Hello Chris, this is my third year as principal at Jefferson Middle School. Before that, I was an assistant principal in Albany, and before that, a longtime high school teacher in Tosa in the Salem-Keizer School District.
So middle school went with an AM-PM schedule similar to elementary. What was the reasoning behind that?
That's a good question, Chris. JMS decided to go with an AM and PM schedule to coincide with the elementary schedule. Also, we wanted to maximize the number of days we can spend with students. In this case, we believe it's beneficial to have more frequent, 4 days a week, interaction with students, even if the time they are here is shorter. In essence, we want our kids here as frequently as we can manage.
I know in the middle school, students start moving from class to class between periods. How is that going to work now?
Yeah, it's a little bit different this year. Students for the most part will come and they will stay in one class. And instead of them rotating, the teachers will rotate to the students. There are a few exceptions to this, but mostly they will stay in the same room with the same group of students the entire time they are here. We're trying to limit the amount of exposure students to have to others while they are here.
What will the typical day look like for middle school students, and what will they do when they first arrive at the school?
Our doors open at 7:40 for the AM session and 11:55 for the PM session. Students will enter the door, sanitize their hands, and walk to a designated spot close to their classroom. Once there, school staff will conduct a health screen before the students enters the classroom. Then, as I mentioned before, teachers will rotate to the students for the 3 classes they attend each day.
I'm sure many of the students are wondering about electives and sports. What is going to be available when they return, and what should they expect?
Yeah, I'm happy to report for sports, those are starting up, and if parents are interested in sports, they should contact Jefferson Parks and Recreation. For electives, this year, students didn't get to elect or choose their class, but they were assigned by grade level. As we move into in-person, elective classes will switch to a more traditional type of elective offering, such as art and business.
And what are some of the big things that you really need parents and students to know for this to be successful?
Yeah, we want to keep this going. In order for this to work and for us not to have to shut it down for periods of time, I'd like parents and students to remember the following. Number 1, please don't send your student if they're not feeling well. Teachers will be posting recordings of their lessons online, so students will not be counted absent if they watch the lessons and respond to the teacher's instructions. Also, please do not bring your students earlier than 7:40 or 11:55.
Thank you so much for your time, Scott.
Hey, it's been a pleasure, and I can't wait to have your students back to Jefferson Middle School.
Well, that is it for this week, but tune in next week as we continue to explore the great things happening around the area. Until then, stay connected, Jefferson.